My favorite TED Talk, for sure, by a lady named Ash Beckham. A couple of years ago, she gave a TEDx talk at TEDx Boulder. And the preface of the entire talk was she described herself as this like militant lesbian type. And she worked at a cafe, and people would come in with their kids, and the kids would walk up to her and say, "Are you a boy or are you a girl?" And the parents would freak out, like, "I'm so sorry." And she said that she really was having this internal struggle, like, should I be an advocate? Like, how should I deal with that? And then she just realized it was her own internal, like, she had things that she was dealing with, and she described it as hiding in her closet. And she had to come to grips with them. And what I think is beautiful about this TED Talk is it's another great example of two things. Number one, it's somebody that gave a TEDx talk and it went viral. So it just shows you that anybody can talk about any subject, and if it's interesting enough, it'll go viral. But the second thing is she started her talk off, and if you just start listening to it, you might think, well, that doesn't apply to me. I'm not a militant lesbian type, working at a cafe and having people mistake my gender identity. But she went on to open her idea up to everybody when she made this statement. She said, "For me, that was my closet, but you could be hiding in a closet too if you're married to somebody that you don't love, or if you've been working in a job for 20-something years and you hate your job, then you might be living in a closet." And then she makes this beautiful statement, "And the closet is no place for a person to live." And that's where it opened it up for everybody. So I told you about that entire talk to tell you that my actual favorite talk is the one that she did second. And her second TEDx Boulder talk was called Own Your Duality. And she basically talked about, like, somebody could have a strong belief about something and somebody else could have a completely opposite belief, and they can still coexist. And the whole world right now is at this point where it's like you versus I, or us versus them. And it doesn't have to be that way, that we can hold strong beliefs. So she has this great idea and she supports it really well. I'm not going to give away the ending. She does a great job of supporting this idea, but you should watch it because it's my personal favorite TED Talk ever. It's Ash Beckham, Own Your Duality.